So why join a support group? The first reason, number one reason, is an instant community of people who understand what it's like to come out later in life. These groups are vital for people because it gives them connections with other people who may be going through the same thing or sort of the same thing. We have an opportunity to share our stories and tell what's going on with us. And a lot of times people who share their stories often receive validation about what they're going through because somebody in the group will say, oh, that happened to me. It makes us feel less alone. It is a normalization of the coming out later in life crisis. That's what the support groups do. We also do some education around the LGBTQIA culture. You know, it is a different culture than straight culture. And so we talk about some of the things that you may experience in the queer community. You are free to ask questions, even questions about sex, things that you are unsure of, and have it answered in a safe and secure environment. Finally, I facilitate all the support groups. The support groups, my background is in chaplaincy, and I was a hospice hospital chaplain for years, and I'm a bereavement counselor. My first groups I facilitated were people in the earliest stages of recovery, and I did the spirituality groups in what is called an intensive IOP. It's an intensive outpatient IOP for people who are in recovery. I've also done spirituality groups with people with dual diagnosis and also those struggling with mental health issues. And I've also done tons of support groups for people who are grieving, as I worked for a hospice chaplain for a number of years. I am able to facilitate a safe, secure, confidential group. At the beginning of our first session, we will talk about the guidelines for the group, and my job is to hold the group to the guidelines that they've set and the ones that I have also suggested as well. From time to time, you'll be getting resources for your journey, which is really wonderful to have. All of my support groups run from 60 to 90 minutes per session. The one starting in November, the one starting the first week of November, will be meeting weekly for 8 weeks. And this is the last reason why to join a support group. Getting through the holiday season when you're first coming out is really, really tough. So having a bunch of people who are also often going through their first holiday season makes it a little bit easier and less lonely. I hope you decide to join. The best thing I ever did was join a support group when I was coming out later in life. Thanks. Have a good day.